This is a story for the ages. Meet Diego Garrillo, a professional fighter who achieved success in MMA.
Wait, what league were you fighting in?
I fought for Bellator.
Oh,
Not a
shit.
local league. I was destined to be in the UFC. Like, all my teammates were in the UFC, my coaches, but I detached my retina before, like, I got my call to the big league.
Oh, fuck.
One time I got a call to be in the UFC at 145, and I turned it down just because I was so excited. I'm like, I'm going to get my shot at 155. I'm already cutting 20 pounds of water. I was just like, if I cut 10 more pounds, I'm going to die.
As he laid out, Diego would suffer a detached retina, and when he returned to combat sports, he became a bare-knuckle boxer. Oh, but that's not all.
These are my first pair of heels. When I did the very first Lola show, that one kind of went in a little easy because it's broken on the side. This one was from the last show. It's a little bit like Sailor Moon anime style. I started studying. I took some dance classes and I practiced in heels. I had my ears pierced because I'm like, if I start moving around, like, I don't want like a clip-on to fall off.
He is a drag queen. Now, one would think, how the actual did a pro fighter go from doing this to doing this? Well, let him explain.
You know, Dominic Cruz, UFC bantamweight champion for a long time. He was there. He's a teammate of mine. And a friend of his that I also know, Jimmy Harbison, who's a pretty good black belt, very like above average, you know, really talented American black belt, went through this emotional intelligence course. I don't know if a lot of people know about that stuff, but it's like comparing how you deal with your emotions and treat people versus your intelligence, which is actually a better deciding factor of how successful you're going to be. And it's a course where you have like a coach and then you set some goals and you work on vulnerability and all kinds of emotional stuff.
One of my coaches had taken this emotional intelligence course. I trust him with my life. So when he told me to take it, I was just like, no questions asked. One of the challenges there, I was already an artist. They specifically said, what could you do artistically that's really out of your comfort zone? To this day, I don't know why. I was just like, I don't know. What if I do like a drag show? And when I said that, they were like, oh my God. They're like, that's brilliant. Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
I had just finished a bare knuckle boxing match. So when I got to the class, I still had stitches in my face and my arm was broken in a cast. So everybody did meet me and perceive me as this hyper masculine guy.
Yeah.
And I like everything else. 1,000% into it.
He would also mention his influences growing up. Garrillo was raised by a single mother and a pair of gay cousins. He did not see his dad, he would estimate, maybe 12 to 15 times. He'd wear his mom's feminine clothes around the house. His earlier childhood was incredibly rough. He grew up at an early age, until the age of 5, that is, in Guadalajara, until he moved to the United States. He was lonely. He was bullied. He felt isolated, and he was made to feel small by his peers. Mixed martial arts gave him community, a safe place, and most of all, some bread in his pocket. Regardless, he would say, I do carry my childhood trauma around with me all the time. I struggle with it every day. As for his mother,
I forgive her for everything. She's a fucking terror. She ran away with the circus when she was 12. She didn't go to fucking school. She never made me go to school. She would pick me up fucking drunk from school all the fucking time. I invited her to a show and I told her that it was because I did this class that gave me the inspiration to do it. And so in the voicemail that she left me on my phone, she goes, at first I thought it was because you did that stupid class, but now I see that you like it. I'm ashamed of the things you do. You look terrible in drag makeup. You look hideous. And I'm like, fuck whatever, Mom. You know, like, you're such a pain in the ass to fucking deal with. If that's what it takes to cut you out of my life, fine, you know? People from all over the world DM me and say, man, you're giving me the confidence to do something that I never thought I was gonna do, you know? Like, some kid was like, yeah, I'm gay, but nobody at the gym knows he's a fighter. He's an MMA fighter. Because of the things I've seen you do, I'm gonna talk to the gym and let him know, come out. If you could just fucking be yourself, maybe a loved one will stop talking to you. There will be a price to pay, but at the end of the day, I think you'll be ultimately more happy.
thus he took a chance on fighting, and he succeeded. I want to be clear about that. His fighting nickname was Dos Pistolas, or Two Guns. His drag name, Lola Pistola, a clear nod to his fighting days. In interview after interview, he would also give another nod to the course that made him think bigger and bolder in life while not remaining stagnant and in the same place mentally and physically throughout his life.
They wanted me to do something outside of my comfort zone in the creative region because they said, because for your career, I had set a goal to do 40 paintings in 100 days. They go, what can you do that's also creative? Because there'll be like CEOs that go there and they just want to do business stuff like, oh, I want to sell 100 houses. And
hey, very quick break in the action. If you like what I'm doing here, if you support what I'm doing here, become a paid channel member and or go to buymeacoffee.com. Everything absolutely helps. Thank you.
They wanted me to do something outside of my comfort zone in the creative region because they said, because for your career, I had set a goal to do 40 paintings in 100 days. They go, what can you do that's also creative? Because there'll be like CEOs that go there and they just want to do business stuff like, oh, I want to sell 100 houses. And
he would go on to say the drag community accepted him for who he was, a straight man. He'd tell Vice, I got a lot of love from people in the drag scene, as well as the trans and gay communities, but also from big, tough fighters. Maybe they are also hiding an element of themselves that they would like to bring out more. To give another sense of his politics, he has a tattoo on his chest that says, eat the rich. But wait a minute. What about clearly being judged by everybody? Not just someone that you're fighting, but greater society.
One guy pulled me aside. It wasn't even him. He was just curious. He's like, hey man, are you like concerned that other people at the gym think you're gay now? I go, I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. I see it as 100% performance art. Clothes don't have a gender. You can dress however the fuck you want to dress. It doesn't mean you're gay. It doesn't mean you're lesbian. It doesn't mean shit.
He makes it clear in interview after interview, he does not give a doesn't care. Does not care what anyone thinks about him. Martial arts, he would say, show us the beauty of humans overcoming great resistance. In drag, it's about overcoming toxic masculinity. Trans people of color in particular are among the most oppressed people of all, and they have the highest suicide rates. They should be supported instead of marginalized. He also, by the way, had a message for all the dudes out there because he learned some tough lessons in preparation. What do I mean? Let him explain once more.
My skin gets all fucking irritated and then you get ingrown hairs. I got waxed. Fuck, dude. Like my armpits were bleeding and I will never wax my armpits again. Dude, everything women do to look good for men, men should be fucking grateful. Even shaving your fucking legs, getting every fucking angle, getting everything is fucking virtually impossible.
Outsports would then ask him the following question. What does he say to those who question how somebody can be a straight drag queen? Here was his answer to the same outlet. That's just being closed-minded. You think the way you dress has to do with your sexuality? And it doesn't. Drag, I see it as a performance art, and sexuality is a point completely removed from that. In addition to being a pro fighter and a drag queen.
I have an art show in San Diego this weekend. I've been super, super busy. This is my first big gallery show and I agreed to perform live. It's a full-time job. Trying to survive off art is really fucking stressful. You know, like you never know when the next paycheck's coming in. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing? Happy Pride. I just want to say, the reason I'm throwing this party, originally it was going to be a small art show to try to clear out some paintings. I really am switching to a new format in visual art. Some very cool, exciting stuff in the works.
He is a professional artist, which he puts all over his Instagram. He is happily married and even has a book titled The Saint of Zero My Eclectic Journey from the MMA Cage to the Drag Queen Stage. This is someone who is not only comfortable in his own skin, but is also pushing the boundaries in years like this, in times like these, when we are seeing how so many lawmakers want to demonize the trans community, want to demonize the LGBTQ plus community, want to make drag shows illegal, even when a Texas judge issued another ruling saying, just don't go to them. This dude is the counter to toxic masculinity and also what the manosphere absolutely despises because his reach, his impact, the way that he wants everyone to live and let live push the boundaries maybe a little if you want to, get out of your comfort zone if you want to, and just be accepting rather of people who are just trying to be themselves throughout life is a message that should ring true to everybody. Bravo to this guy.